What transactional expenses can you pay when you're doing a 1031 exchange? Normally in a 1031 exchange, all of your equity or cash proceeds from the sale of the relinquished property go to the intermediary and get reinvested to acquire the like-kind real estate. But you're going to incur some costs along the way. You're going to have to pay a real estate agent's commission on the sale of the relinquished property. You may have to pay state deed tax or transfer fees, recording fees. There may be title company charges for processing the paperwork, recording the documents, and so forth. There are costs of the sale. The IRS says in their Treasury regulations that you can use a portion of the equity or sale proceeds to pay customary transactional expenses. But remember that sometimes non-transactional expenses creep into the closing statement. The property taxes, the HOA dues, the liability insurance, those are costs of ownership that you're going to incur whether you sell the property or not. And when you put them on the settlement statement, they could trigger some recognition of gain. So you may be better off bringing some cash to the closing and paying those operational expenses out of pocket. On the purchase of your replacement property, you might be astonished to find out that the costs associated with your new loan, your mortgage, like loan origination fees, points, MRT or mortgage registration tax, those expenses related to your loan are not considered qualified transactional expenses that you can pay without triggering some gain. So you may want to bring some cash to the closing to cover those expenses, or even better, negotiate with the lender to give you a no-cost loan where they don't charge you a bunch of fees. Instead, they charge you a higher interest rate and recoup their costs out of the interest rate. So know that you want to have your accountant on speed dial to review your relinquished property settlement statement and your replacement property closing statement. Have them go through it line by line, item by item, because if you wait until April 15th to show it to your accountant, it's too late. You can't do anything about it at that point. The best time to review it is during or concurrent with the closing, so you can change it and add cash if necessary.